Hey guys, here with Paul McKinnon, or as he's better known around the traps, the Balanced Runner, and he's going to give some advice on running technique, and hopefully that'll help with your training moving forward.
Now the first thing I want to let you know is when you are starting to read some information about technique and running technique, you'll often see lists of 5 best cues, 10 best cues. Now the first thing I want to say to you is they don't all apply to you. Okay, so what that means is if there's a list of 5, you may be doing 1, 2, 3, maybe even all of them already all right. Okay, so what you need to work out is which ones am I doing, which ones aren't I doing, and start to work out what is only going to, or what's actually going to be applicable to me. From then you can start to understand what is that cue or tip trying to achieve. Once you get that real information, then you can start to apply it to your movement, how you run, and take it further on. The last thing about those and the lists of tips is do one at a time. The next thing I would say is try and start to get a bit of self-awareness about how you move and how you run. So that means how my arms position, how do I hold my shoulders, how do I hold my posture, and where do I land and how do my legs move. That self-awareness will start to give you some information as to how you move. That is going to then be key into how you improve your running. The third thing, whatever you do, at least make it even or in time. So many people I see running are right-sided, left-side dominant, okay? Or they do 2 different movements, right or left, and they can be subtle. But when you think about running, when you're making that movement thousands and thousands of times, even in a 5-kilometer run, those subtleties of differences actually add up. Okay, so start to at least get left and right working the same and in time. And now the last thing I'd say is it's probably one of the most common things I'll see with running is a tightness through upper body, or in particular shoulders. Okay, so what we'll do here with Jay is I'm going to get you to kind of, retract and put tension on. So what I get you to do is flip around. We're going to see the good side of you here, Jay. All right, so what we're going to think about is when you start running, all right, a lot of people retract or close this space between their shoulders and they start running. Now they switch this on and off they run. Again, it could be 5K, it can be 10, it can be 40, depending on what you're doing. Now, if that muscle is on the entire time, you can imagine it's going to start to get quite fatigued. The other thing that it does, or 2 big things it does for running technique, is it restricts movement up here, which we need, and also pulls our mass backwards when we're trying to run forwards. So the big thing about switching off or trying to relax your shoulders or arms, yes, and be specific about where that tension is, okay? So if you pull back again, so that'd be more a retraction, so it'd actually get Jay to switch these specific muscles off. Some people actually pull back and lift, so they actually get, a hunch, and they get a little bit tighter up here, and you're thinking, okay, switch off the traps. The reason why I switch off the traps, there we go. The reason why this is important to actually focus on the muscle that is creating that tension or is switching on is because that is what is causing that tight shoulders or that position. Now the thing that people get wrong often is I'm tight, you can switch around, flip around now. I'm tight through the shoulders, or I'm quite hunched, or I'm running with those tight shoulders, and I'll try and relax my hands. Or I'll be really loose through my hands, or I'll kind of drop. Now what you've done is actually relaxed your hands, but you've relaxed your lower arms. You haven't actually relaxed your shoulders. That's why it's really important to focus in on what muscles are switching on. Look, there's a good start. Have a look through, start to become aware and think through what you're doing, but yeah, good luck.